Well, hi there once again. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for checking into the second of two videos that I've made about special angle pairs. This video will concentrate on the diagram that you see right there on the screen next to the number 2. Is when two lines are crossed by a third line, we get all those angles formed, and we've got some pretty heavy vocabulary associated with this situation. So I hope you got some notebook paper to take some notes on this. There's going to be a lot of kind of heavy vocabulary in this video here. All right, so let's get into it. What we're talking about here are angles that are formed by two parallel lines and a transversal. All right, so first off, that line that crosses the other lines there, that is called a transversal. Actually, any two lines that are crossed by a third line, that third line is called a transversal. The lines don't have to be parallel for that line to be called a transversal. All right, that's a general term for a line crossing another pair or even more than two other lines. But if the lines are parallel, you will see those little arrows there. That is the symbol that means, hey, these lines are parallel. And it's a small symbol. It's easy to miss, but it means some very important things. So please kind of train yourself to look for those little arrows there on any pair of lines that you see in a diagram in your textbook or on screens. That's the thing that has to be there for those lines to really be guaranteed as parallel, unless there's other information that you can use to determine they are parallel. Okay, so when you take a look at that situation, you see that by numbering there, you get 8 angles. All right, and so there's a lot of different pairs of angles in this situation, and we want to group them together and give them some terminology to kind of keep them straight. So that's what this video is about. So first off, when we have this situation and we're talking about special angle pairs, any pair of angles that's on the inside of the parallel lines, in between the two parallel lines, they're going to be called interior angles. And a really common one, and then angles that are on the outside, obviously, we're going to be called exterior angles. Okay? So you got interior angles, exterior angle pairs, and if they happen to be on the same side of that transversal, so look at those two angles there. They're both inside the parallel lines and they're on the same side of the interior of that transversal line. They're called same side interior angles, okay? Not a very surprising name. But the one that kind of goes along with that is called alternate interior angles, and that happens when the two angles are again inside the parallel lines, but they're on alternate or opposite sides of that transversal line. So the words alternate interior mean in between the parallel lines and on opposite sides of the transversal, okay? Alternate means, in this case, kind of opposite sides. And that we can have same side exterior angles and same side and alternate exterior angles as well. All right, so it all depends on whether they are in between the parallel lines or outside of the parallel lines, and whether or not they are on the same side or on the alternate sides of the transversal line, crossing them. Okay, so I'm going to number the angles here, and we're going to talk specifically about some pairs. Okay, so what are called same side interior angles would be angle 6 and angle 4. That's a pair of same side interior angles. Same with angle 5 and 3. Angles 5 and 3 are called same side interior angles. By the way, that little symbol there in front of the numbers is a symbol that you'll see a lot. It just means angle. So angle 6, angle 4, angle 5, angle 3, that's just kind of what we're saying right there. Okay? So the same side exterior angles, okay, I think hopefully you're getting the picture here, what this means. Angle 2 and angle 8, those are same side exterior. Angles 1 and angle 7 are also same side exterior angles. Okay, so the alternate interior angles would be angles like angle 3 and angle 6, or angles 4 and 5. Those are each a pair of alternate interior angles. And then we can say alternate exterior angles there. Angles 1 and 8 or angles 2 and 7 are alternate exterior angles. So that's a lot of verbiage to describe those angle pairs there. It really does make sense, though, if you kind of break it down and think about the words interior, exterior, same side, or alternate. It all is describing the position of those pairs of angles. All right. Now, another super important set of angle pairs in this situation are called corresponding angles. All right. So corresponding angles are angles that are basically just in the same position. You see there's two intersection points as that transversal crosses those two parallel lines. And each intersection point sets up some angles. And if the two angles that we're talking about are in the same position, then we call them corresponding. All right, so let's number them and give some specifics here. So angle 1 and angle 5, you can see they're kind of in that upper left position for each of the intersection points. And so they're called corresponding angles. All right. Same with angles 3 and angle 7. Those are corresponding angles in the same position. And then we've also got 2 and 6, and angles 4 and 8 are also another two more pairs of corresponding angles. All right. So that's a really important thing to recognize. Corresponding is a word that you'll see a lot in your geometry course, not only for this situation, but it's a really important word, meaning basically in the same position. All right. Now, I want to talk about one more thing about all these different angles in this video, because as it turns out that every single pair of angle pair that we've talked about in this video so far are either congruent or supplementary. All right. So we talked about what supplementary means, adding to 180 degrees. We talked about that in video number 1. Congruent means that they are the equal measure, and that is the symbol right there, that equal sign with a little tilde or a little squiggle over it. That is the symbol that means congruent. All right, so every angle pair in this situation here is either congruent or supplementary. All right, so let's talk about that. By the way, I don't think we have a symbol that means supplementary. I kind of wish we did. It would be nice because supplementary is such a long word. Anyway, when we're talking about corresponding angles, they are always congruent to each other. And they kind of look congruent, so that's not such a big stretch to recognize that. All corresponding angles in this situation are congruent. And let me point out that the reason that they are congruent is because the lines are parallel. So I said earlier that little symbol, those arrows, that's a small symbol that has a big meaning. If those lines are not parallel, we could still call angle 1 and angle 5 corresponding angles, but if the lines are not parallel, then they are not congruent. So they're only congruent because the lines are parallel. All right, so it's a pretty big deal to have the lines being parallel. Congruent angles are the alternate interior and alternate exterior angle pairs, like angle 3 and angle 6, alternate interior. All right, or angle 2 and angle 7, those are alternate exterior. Those are all congruent angles. All right. Also in this diagram, you see a lot of vertical angle pairs, and as we said earlier, vertical angles are always congruent to each other as well. All right, so the supplementary angles then would be your same side interior and same side exterior angles. All right, they're supplementary. They add up to 180 degrees. All right, and it's kind of easy to remember same side supplementary, I suppose, but those are supplementary angles there. Also, you'll see a lot of linear pairs in this kind of diagram here, so I wanted to point that out. Basically, any pair of adjacent angles in this diagram, they're going to be supplementary angles. Okay, so that's it. There's a lot of stuff to take note of here. I hope you got some of this terminology down. Please watch the video again or back it up or something like that, and add this to your vocabulary because it's all real important stuff and will get used a lot. Okay, so once again, thanks very much for watching. I hope you're doing well, and I hope I see you soon. Bye-bye.